All right, we are at the next Goodwill.
No, wait. This is the next Goodwill. Wait, the guy just didn't only Goodwill.
Okay. Ottawa, Ohio is where we are.
Yeah, and then our home is.
This is why I can't bring him when I film.
Right here.
Our home is not near here.
Nope.
Okay. You're going to stay in here with Daddy, right?
Yep, and it's in this seat.
Yep. I want to go in and see if they have anything that I could resell. If not, I'll just show you guys the store. Let's go. This is my commentary for Ottawa, up near Toledo. So let's go. All right, so this little store is little but mighty. The table right inside here had a lot of really cute Easter decorations on it. I did end up picking up the 2 prints that you'll see here in a second. They're cross-stitched and they're very pretty, very well done. So I did pick them up and they're on my wall right over here. But really cute Easter display right inside the store. And then I just went ahead and moved right into their aisles of hard goods. They had probably 6 aisles of hard good and then a great big wall of stuff. And they had it sectioned off, you know, like Easter, spring items. And then they just went through, which we'll see here in a second. I have been really into ceramic Easter houses this year. And I never even usually decorate for Easter, but I've really been into ceramic Easter houses. They were just so cute to me this year. And I don't know why. This here, I thought was a scanner. And I put it in my cart and I carried it around the rest of the store. And then what I think I realized is that you hook it up your landline phone to it. So when you needed the police or you needed something like that, you would hit that button and it would call them automatically. There was not very good cell phone service in this store, like at all. So I couldn't hardly look anything up. It had $10 on it, and I thought it was first a police scanner, which my older son, is really likes to listen to the police scanners and stuff. So I was going to get it for him, and then I think I realized towards the end of the trip in there that it wasn't a police scanner. It was more of like a call for help. So I did put it back. I couldn't look it up to see comps, but it is what it is. Right, this is part of their little Christmas section. Little Christina doll was very pretty. They had a good variety of items still for being March, like a lot more than I expected. And this is their movie section, their DVDs. Their rows themselves, the shelving units themselves wasn't very long, but they put 2 together to make a long row and then like an aisle in the middle. So there's a lot of bouncing around because there's the gentleman there. I think he was a reseller as well. And we kept coming in the aisles to each other. So then we would just turn and go the opposite way. So it's very cut up. It's not like down the row, back up and down and back up. So yeah, but they had a lot of stuff. And if I had better cell phone service, I would have bought more to try to resell. And this was kind of like their party office supply craft mixture of items, was this little row here in the back. And then some more of the craft and just home items right here. And then it goes into like some sporting goods, sporting equipment, and things like that. These plates, I should have got them. Again, I didn't have good enough service, but I looked them up when I was first editing the video, and a set of 4 of them was selling for like $35 to $40. And there was 8. And I think their plates was like $1 a piece. So I should have picked them up, but I didn't. But I know now to look. I know now to pay attention. I really liked these gray and white plates. They just looked clean, I guess. Like, is a crisp. I don't know, is probably a better word. I liked them. They're pretty. Clear glass and mugs. They had a lot of mugs, had a lot of variety. Um, I did see a couple clear glass cups that I did put in my cart. They were from Libby. They had the L on them. And the shape of them was odd. So I was like, oh, that could be interesting. And I carried them around and I ended up putting them back just because they're clear glass. They didn't have anything on them. So I really didn't think I was going to get very much out of them. And then with me, with cups, they usually tend to sit for a while. These milk glass mugs here were really neat. They were an advertisement for a local company in the area. And they had age to them. But again, cups for me doesn't tend to sell very well. These are the cups that I did take and put into my cart and carry around through the store. And then I put them back. Cups, I think, were like 50 cents a piece. So probably wouldn't have been, it really wasn't about the money. Um, when I buy sets of cups, it tends to just sit, especially clear glass. Um, so yeah, I decided to be, I want to say frugal, but I don't think that's the right word. I just left them. I just put them back and for somebody else to get. And maybe they are worth some money and, you know, live and learn. So there's a little board game section and some more books. I had thought maybe this was like a Pampered Chef pie plate. It ended up being that Raya. I think kids through school do like fundraisers and stuff and sell the products. I think. Had some really neat cream and sugars here. That one right there, I do believe it's just like a pressed glass. It was pretty neat. It looked very, I want to say Art Deco style. I'm still trying to learn the styles, but I do believe Art Deco is the name. There was some not wallpaper, but wrapping paper in this right there, and the stars and the holly and stuff was like real shiny, so that's why I was turning it. This vase here was art glass. It didn't look. It was. I don't remember the name of the sticker, but um, it just didn't look like it had the best finishing to it or the best quality to it. Plus, it was really, really heavy, so I know that's a deterrent selling wise. Somebody had painted some milk glass vases. They spray painted it, I think, and tried to make it like a bronze, like an antique bronzy color. I don't know if you saw them there. I did pick up this vase to resell, and I'm 90% sure that it's just a vase that was made in China, but it was very pretty and is only $3. So for summer, I did pick that up. They had this whole back wall full of figurines, and I know I probably missed something even to grab and look at it. Um, it was, yeah, they had a lot. They had this paper mache man. He was pretty cool. I don't know much about them still, but it was interesting to see him and just it's amazing how lightweight they are. Which is paper mache, so it would be very light. This Walt Disney plate here is vintage. I do believe it's from the 70s. It was very neat to see. It was only a couple bucks, but in my experience, things like that doesn't sell very quickly or for very much. I did kick it around to where I could try to see if I could find better service through the store, which I did. In the back of the store, they had a little bit of service. Um, but I ultimately end up putting it back just because they only sold for $5 and there was a lot listed that was still for sale that hadn't sold. So wasn't worth my time. And this is right past their stockroom. They have one of the carpet owls like I have back in my office. Theirs had a lot more color on it, so that was pretty cool. But this is going along their side wall, right past their stockroom. It had a little bit of pillows, and then it had like their curtains and blankets and things like that, like all the way to the back. I did pick up these are handmade curtains, mid-century, some point. I don't know like years or style, but I know it's mid-century. There's 2 panels. One does have a stain on it, so I am going to try to get it clean, but I'm very excited about those. I think I paid $3.50 per panel. Would have liked to pay a little bit less, but they were a neat find, so it was cool. These milk glass candlesticks look to be out of place, but funnily enough, this is the one spot of the store that you have service back where like their bigger furniture and items are. That's like the one part that you actually had decent little service. So somebody probably looked them up and then just didn't want them and set them down, which is unfortunate because you should go put them back on the shelf if you decide you don't want something. So that way the workers aren't doing more than they need to. And this is walking along the wall in the very back of the store. They have purses here, and then they have like a bathroom, changing rooms, and things like that. And then when you turn, you have clothes clear to the front of the store, and then the hard goods is there at the front left. It's not a very big store. It's definitely a lot smaller than the store in Findlay, but they had a good variety of stuff. I picked up more things and looked at it, considered for selling. Like I picked up a lot more at the store than I did at Findlay. So it was nice to see the variety and to have your brain going, oh, can I make money off of this? What's the brand? I wonder what the eBay solds are. And even though it was a little frustrating not having service, you made it work. You know, you just went with your best guess judgment.
All right, just got done in Ottawa Goodwill. I think I found one thing to resell. Some handmade curtains from mid-century. Has a little bit of a stain, but we might be able to get it out. So we're going to eat and head home. We're about 2.5 hours away, so see you in the next video. Look at that cow!
I was so happy. So happy.
Okay, we're good. I'm gonna get the whole cow.